Hello everyone, and welcome to the final video in my Epic Universe review series. This time, I will be reviewing Celestial Park, so let's just jump right into this. This is the final review video in my Epic Universe Land series. This series has been releasing in the order from my least favorite land to my absolute favorite land in the park. This time, we are discussing the phenomenal Celestial Park. This is a completely original land that comprises the hub of Epic Universe. The sun and stars, the moon and time. The chronos spins and worlds align. Beyond this gate, find gardens green, and epic worlds to fill your dreams. Let's start with the two attractions in Celestial Park. The first is Constellation Carousel. This is a more unique carousel attraction than your traditional carousel, but it is still fairly basic. The ride combines the traditional round table with raising and lowering animals, with a ride system like alien swirling saucers at Disney with the multiple rotating tables and ride vehicles within. The ride is honestly boring to me, but it's great for families. What the ride does well is the theming both inside and outside are amazing. The ride vehicles are really cool looking and the music is just phenomenal. At night, the ride is also absolutely stunning with the lights and the animals, the roof and the floor. Overall, it's really just a stunning looking attraction, but just okay as an actual ride. Then we have what I consider to be the best ride in the park. That is Stardust Racers. This is a massive mock dueling multi-launch coaster. The two tracks are Pulsar Green and Photon Yellow. I personally prefer Pulsar, but Photon is phenomenal as well. After my first ride on Stardust Racers, I instantly knew it was my new favorite coaster. I will say the queue isn't the best. It's kind of plain, but the architecture inside is really great and clean. You also get pretty good views of the ride. The trains are absolutely stunning and so comfortable. I love the dark blue and purple color scheme with all the lighting effects and details all over. It's just wow. Then there's the seats, which are well themed and very well padded with super comfortable restraints. The ride also has an absolutely phenomenal soundtrack during the day, but at night that soundtrack is some of my personal favorite music just in general. But I mean, the day one is just amazing as well. Then there's the ride itself. You start with the first launch, which is broken up into two small boosts, which are surprising and fun. The first top hat has phenomenal positives and amazing ejector airtime, with insanely powerful transitions between positive and negative forces. The next element almost stalls out with great floater and whip on the way down, plus positives on the pullout. The train then enters a run of airtime hills with phenomenal ejector airtime back to back to back, just throwing you out of your seat with phenomenal positives in between. The train then dives down in a phenomenally powerful turn with the trains passing by each other with great head choppers. The train then rises up in a great pop before diving down into the second launch. The train then rises up into the Celestial Spin. Pulsar rises up in a phenomenally whippy barrel roll before diving down with a great pop of ejector. Photon rises up like an airtime hill, delivering a great pop of airtime before flying into a barrel roll down drop with phenomenal whip. The interaction between the two trains in this element is just amazing on top of the phenomenal elements themselves. The train then flies into a super whippy overbank turn before diving down and flying into a whippy airtime-filled twisted hill that then sends the train into a super powerful helix. The train exits the helix through a wave turn with good airtime and some whip on the exit. It then enters an outer banked airtime hill with more phenomenal whip and airtime that transitions into one final pop into the brakes. This ride is honestly just perfection. It's so fast, smooth, airtime filled, has a ton of positive G-forces and phenomenal transitions. It's just amazing. And then at night, the ride really comes alive. I absolutely adore this attraction, and if you want a full review, I have one right here. Celestial Park also has some minor experiences besides the two main attractions. There's Astronomica. This is a splash pad for kids that will actually sync with the fountain show and looks like a compass rose, with medallions for each land in the ground. Then there's a walk-around character of a living statue, as well as a band that will play on the stage in one of the plazas. In the main lagoon, there are fountain shows that play both day and night. During the day, about every half an hour, the music in Celestial Park will change and play about a 5-minute song where the fountains actually dance to the music. Then at the end of the night, we have the Cosmos Fountain Show. This is a really great fountain show that is a perfect way to end the night. The show incorporates all the different lands with musical scores from each and lighting patterns to go with it. It takes over the entirety of Celestial Park. Every single building and attraction, with the exception of the lights on Stardust Racers trains, sync up to the music and the lighting in the middle of the lagoon, and it's really amazing. It's definitely worth taking the time to see. Celestial Park has a large variety of shopping options. At the entrance of the park are 4 stores: Sensorium Emporium, North Star Wintry Wonders, Other Worlds Mercantile, and Moonship Chocolates and Sweets. These all have merchandise that can be found throughout the park consolidated into the 4 shops. It's really kind of just a lot of what you're going to see throughout the park, though. The other main shopping option in Celestial Park is the Nintendo Superstar store. This is near Super Nintendo World and is a beautifully themed store that has almost all of the Nintendo merchant side. The store has a ton of artful decor with a Nintendo flair to it. The other options are all small carts scattered throughout the land with a variety of merchandise options. The merchandise for Celestial Park itself is basically non-existent, besides some merch with the Epic logo on it and a couple of things from Moonship. The theming of the shops is amazing, both inside and out, and it really just adds to the aesthetic of Celestial Park. Inside Celestial Park, there are a ton of dining options. To start with, there are a variety of quick service kiosks. Some just sell basic theme park snacks like popcorn, turkey legs, and pretzels. There are also 2 Starbucks locations, 2 standalone bars. One bar is Celeste Tiki. This is a tiki bar with a handful of cocktails. The other bar is called Bar Zenith. This bar has a variety of Celestial named drinks. Then there are some specialty quick service locations. There's Comet Dogs, which has a variety of unique hot dogs, such as the bulgogi dog and smoky carrot dog. There's Frosty Moon, which is a small ice cream shop with a variety of soft serve flavors that is not good at all. Then there's Star Sui Bao. This is a small Asian stand that has a unique skewer, a chicken bao, pork soup dumplings, and a vegetable dumpling. Then there's the quick serve sit down locations. There's Pizza Moon. This is an Italian place in Celestial Park, mainly focusing on pizza, but it has a few other like pasta dishes as well and some salads. This always has the longest line, as it is relatively cheap, being about $17 for a pizza that can serve up to 2. The exterior is stunning, and the interior is themed like a theater for like an old style play, which is just phenomenal. The menu consists of a variety of odd pizzas, such as the Space Cowboy, and then you have like the Pizza Lunare, which has purple crust. As I said before, there are also some pasta dishes. I did not get to eat here as the line was extremely long and there were other more interesting options. Then there's Meteor Astropub. This is meant to be like the burger place for the park, but it is more than just a burger place. Yes, there are burgers on the menu, but they all have like extra different toppings besides just your normal cheeseburger, like bacon jam. Then there's also chicken and waffles, fish and chips, a grilled cheese sandwich, sloppy joes, other options. The interior and exterior are both nicely styled but not insanely themed, which I think can go for most of Celestial Park. That said, I love the colors and brickwork. There's a lot of like gold and bronze accents inside with the glass and that metal work. It's just like a nicely presented building is the best way I can describe it. The third quick service sit down is the Oak and Star Tavern. This is one of the best restaurants in the entire park. The theming and details in here are just phenomenal. The atrium has a lot of brickwork with pillars in the center. They have animal heads carved into the top of them. The bricks have paintings of trees and animals on them as well. The main hearth in the center doesn't have fire, but it has some amazing owl accents. The side rooms both continue the brick and stone details from the other room, but overhead the ceiling looks like you're under tree cover with millions of fireflies illuminating the space. The windows have some amazing stained glass detailing as well. In the right room is the plastered owl bar with an amazing tree in the middle. The menu has a lot of barbecue options that are delicious. My personal favorite so far is the 2-meat one-side platter, getting the brisket and pulled pork with the bird ends baked beans. The brisket has an absolutely phenomenal texture and great seasoning to the point that it doesn't need sauce. The pulled pork is super tender and delicious, and I find the huli sauce, which is, it's kind of like a sweet and fruity taste to it. It's unique to that restaurant. Goes best with the pork. The beans are perfectly cooked and have a nice sweet and smoky flavor to them, combined with the crunchy brisket chunks inside. This, for me, is a 5 out of 5. I love this place, and between this and Doss Steakhouse, I know where my go-to meals are that aren't sit-down. Speaking of sit-down, we have 2 full-service sit-down restaurants in Celestial Park. The first is Atlantic. This has an absolutely stunning interior with beautiful windows looking out from the entire place onto Celestial Park, and it's set right in the middle of one of the water displays. In addition to the stunning columns that comprise the walls and the amazing mechanical fish that line the ceiling, the restaurant and theming itself is just truly breathtaking. That said, the food is not great. We tried a lot of different stuff here, and none of it was very good. Like, my main dish that I tried was the sea bass, and it was lukewarm and just didn't have a ton of flavor and didn't come with a lot of stuff, especially for the price. I mean, it was like $50. In addition to the sea bass, everything else just came out either lukewarm or cold. The restaurant wasn't even busy. Honestly, I've been hearing mixed reviews across the board about this restaurant. Most of them are not positive. I would say don't waste your time here and go to the other, much better sit-down restaurant in the park. Although, I would still say go inside and check out the amazing theming it has to offer. And for the next sit-down restaurant, we have my personal favorite food option thus far at Epic Universe. This is Blue Dragon Pan Asian. This is a full-service Asian restaurant themed like a night market with an absolutely stunning interior. The food here is just great, as is the service and atmosphere. We tried probably close to half the menu as far as the food goes, and everything that we tried was amazing or at least good. A couple of standout items were the beef and broccoli, which is just amazing, and the tonkatsu ramen, which is, again, another really phenomenal dish. One of the desserts that really stood out was the passion fruit mooncake, beautifully presented and delicious. Overall, I'd give everything here a 5 out of 5. This is a complete polar opposite of Atlantic. The food here is amazing, as is the theming, the aesthetics, and the service. The service there was phenomenal. The dining options in Celestial Park are just great. The theming and aesthetics mixed with the food just makes for the perfect combination. Then we have the theming of the land. This is one of the most beautiful and stunning theme park lands I've ever seen. You start by entering under the massive Kronos Tower that caps the park. It's made of a beautiful teal metal like the rest of the coverings near the entrance of Celestial Park. After passing through the Kronos, you come to the Luna Overlook with the absolutely stunning statue of Luna that looks out over the rest of Celestial Park. From here you can see the amazing waterfalls, gardens, attractions, and the massive Helios Hotel sitting at the back. You then split off to either side and take the main path, or you can continue down windy paths into the garden that are just, these gardens are beautiful. There's good theming like cattail lights in the water. It takes you really close to the small rivers of water and fountain cascading waterfalls, some nice plants. Honestly, I just love walking through the gardens, listening to the beautiful score of the park. Something that I don't normally do is take my time, relax, and look around the park. I'm normally off riding rides, but this is something that I love doing there. As you continue deeper in, you will begin to come across the portals into the lands. These are beautiful pieces of architecture and engineering. Each is themed accordingly to that land, with the round portal piece, the surrounding architecture, and a spire. My personal favorite is Dark Universe's portal. The ring is awesome with vampire skulls trying to escape. The portal is made of the same dark stone as the rest of the land. The spire is an electrical tower with the same electricity that's also in the land. I also just love the dark metal and aesthetic. The inside is amazing as well. The portals are all amazing and add a ton of detail and beauty to the land. Then in the center is the massive fountain that has the display I mentioned earlier. Then we have the buildings and stands with their phenomenal architecture, the carousel with all its stained glass. Stardust Racers adds phenomenal kinetic energy in addition to the fountains, the carousel, the lights, everything. Then there's the nightlife, all the lights in every building, lining the paths, on the rides, in the fountain, on the hotel. They all sync together for the final show, but even separate, they are all stunning and breathtaking. I also just love the stupid lights, these orbs with little spires on top, and it's got like swirling, I don't know, almost lava or something in it. It's just, yeah. Celestial Park is, in my opinion, the best theme park land I've ever seen. The only two parks that may be able to top it are Phantasialand and Tokyo Disney Sea, but I don't know. I love Celestial Park. It's just beautiful. It's really an amazing land, and it feels like home. Epic Universe is being touted as the most groundbreaking and best theme park to date. Now, I will say I love the park and will for a long time to come, but I will admit, and I'll be the first to admit, it's not perfect. It's hot, and I mean you are melting into the pavement hot. That said, you can find places to take cover. There are a lot of buildings to duck into and ride queues to duck into, but also it's just hot in general, but once the foliage grows in, it will be better. I will say, maybe it's because of the hype or expectations, but not even half of the attractions lived up to the hype surrounding them. Once passes become available, I would only go there to really ride Stardust Racers and Monsters Unchained. I mean, obviously I'm going to ride like Ministry of Magic and Hiccup's Wing Gliders, Curse the Werewolf, Yoshi's, Mario Kart. Like, the attractions that I truly enjoy, I would do again. But there's only really two there that I would ride on a consistent basis. The other attractions are good, just not as phenomenal as I was hoping. I will also say, as amazing as the theming is in Monsters Land, the back half was underwhelming, Potter feels incomplete, Super Nintendo World is way too busy. I also expected the park to be much larger. That said, I suffer from the same issue most people do. My brain categorizes each land as its own entity, and yes, on their own, the lands, including Celestial Park, aren't huge, but when combined, they make for an actually very large park footprint. It's just, it feels small. And with so much to see, with all the theming and the rides, also the crowds, but you also want to just take your time to enjoy it, it will take multiple days to experience it all. While the park doesn't have that many attractions, it has so many interactive experiences to do. I mean, I could spend hours just looking at the details in Celestial Park and riding Stardust Racers and Monsters Unchained, but that's just me. Overall, though, Epic Universe is really a stunning theme park with a couple of great rides, a phenomenal show, delicious food, and some absolutely breathtaking lands. The park throughout is amazing at night and during the day. It's just, wow. I can't really say any more than what I already have. So I hope you all enjoyed this video about this absolutely stunning park and land. And we'll see you all next time on another adventure.